Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 1, the Nude Interlude. So the producers asked all the ladies, to describe in one word what last season was like, and Giselle says toxic. Now we flashing, to the fight once again. And, that's for the people that missed it, I guess. And we also see a few other altercations between Candace and Karen, Candace and Ashley. Wendy in her confessionals, in her confessional, says that last year taught her that you never know who may be plotting behind your back. 6 months later, now I don't know why we had to go this far into the season, but we went into the season a little bit, and we see Giselle, demanding an apology from Karen. We see Candace reading Ashley, you brought your wide body ass to spread lies about me. Now Candace should know that the new mom brigade is gonna have a field day. Because Ashley is a new mom, and this is, baby number 2. So of course she got a wide body, of course, but don't do that. Don't do that. That wasn't nice. And you already know it's body shaming. The people will cancel you for less. So let's not give them any reason to be upset with you all season, Candace. Because last season, the people hated you. And so I would hate for that same thing to, happen again, because you still running off at the mouth. Anyway, we flash to Robin, who's also having a heated scene with, it appears like she's going at it with Giselle. That's probably not what's happening. You know how editing is, but she gets into it with somebody too this season. Then we see a scene where Candace is throwing salad at the new girl, Mia. Now, granted, Mia picked up that handful of salad and threw it at her first, but who knows what's going to happen there. Then we back in real time, and Wendy pooches on through her foyer in her fur coat, and she drops it and gives us a little silhouette challenge. And it's for a invitation that she'll be sending out to the rest of the ladies. It's called the Nude Interlude. It's going to be a all ladies type of situation with some special guests. I don't know. I'm sure they ain't called Bolo. I'm sure Bolo ain't never coming back, but it's female only. Everybody wear nude. Giselle, her West Wing is complete. She doing her makeup. Her daughter calls, and I'm assuming the daughter upstairs. She calling, what's for lunch? Giselle said, girl, at this point, fix your own lunch. I think you old enough to do that. We see Karen giving her plants a little TLC. Robin and Juan, they are building their home. Dorothy's townhouse sold for $799,000. And Candace and Chris have finally moved into their $1 million home. 6 bedrooms, 7 baths. Listen, it's a beautiful home. Beautiful home. She's, working on it on the inside, like they just moved in. So furniture's still coming in. She's still painting here and there. Still working on it, but it's still a beautiful home nonetheless. I was thinking, like, looking at her home, you could find you a house like that out here in Atlanta for like $500,000, maybe $400,000. They would have got a whole lot more bang for their buck out here. Y'all need to move on out here, and I can see Candace over there on the Housewives of Atlanta. I can see her with them girls. Maybe they should do that. Anyway, Ashley, she's due any day now. She's about to pop. She in there changing diapers. When Dean comes home, and so now we have to have family time. We talk about his indiscretions in the past and how that's in the past. That's not him no more. He a family man. So especially now that it's baby number 2, he's going to be a lot more attentive with this one, unlike how he was with baby Dean. She says that they haven't had sex either in about 4 months. But they gonna work that out. I don't know what y'all got to work. Turn over on your side, sis. Prop your leg up and get it going. and labor will be induced. There you go. I don't know why y'all hadn't been doing that, but okay. Candace invites Giselle over to her house for, some little gossip. Giselle, walking up in there, judgy as usual. Oh, the Jeffersons done moved on up. Yes, they have. um, in her confessional, she's like, I mean, the girl a whole 48 years old. Like, it's about time. Excuse me. Anyway, Candace's stepdaughter is in town. Or excuse me, her stepchildren. And Naya, the little girl, comes down and she just stand there. Giselle is like, hi, I'm Giselle. What's your name? Naya. You have beautiful eyes. Candace is like, she hears that all the time. Candace, know what you should be doing is instilling a little bit of manners in the little girl, because now you can't just stand and stare in folks' face. not at your big ass age. You ain't 2 and 3 years old, you know, where that shy stuff is cute. Girl, you too old to be like this. It's when an adult speaks, you speak back. Now that was a lesson for Karen. I mean, not for Karen, for Candace to share, but you know, she did it. They sit down or whatever, and Giselle, wait. Before that, she gives her a tour. Sorry about that. And we also see that Dorothy has her own room in the house. Then they sit down, and Candace, you know, shares that she's still working on her master's, and she's in her 2nd semester. Chris pops in to say hello. They want snacks, and Chris is like, oh, let me go get my apron. I mean, I could see him roll his eyes from the side, from the peripheral. I could see he was rolling them eyes. Giselle ain't waiting until the man get out the room before what's he doing now? Chris should have hollered from the kitchen, minding my business, and you. But he's doing online cooking classes. Okay, so now, Giselle, what you got going on? You know, how is Jamal? How are things with him? How's life? Giselle says things with Jamal are non-existent. Too much pandemic. They are, you know, having, I guess, going through a rough patch. I don't know. They ain't together. You know, we have to flash to scenes from, you know, the reunion again, where Karen and Monique, you know, shared a few rumors with the class, and so we have that. That is probably the reason why they are no more, but she's gonna blame the pandemic. Candace says she ain't buying it. Whatever. Giselle calling Karen a hater. Candace, you know, as far as she goes with Karen, she don't have nothing to say. She don't want to say nothing that's gonna, you know, further damage anything between the two of them. You know, like, things aren't good right now as it is, but she ain't trying to make things worse. And, you know, I guess she feels like Karen pulled the friendship rug out from under her, and it's just, she can't recover. So that's how she feel about Karen. Karen and Ray are purging their closet. Karen says she gotta find her wedding dress. And Karen's face looked a little, you know, it looked a little, you know how it be. You know how it be. Be real full right up in here. Like, I don't know. I ain't like it. But they in the closet, purging the closet. They've been married 25 years. And Karen in her confessional is like, you know, some people ain't been together 25 minutes. Some people can't get the man out their phone to come see them. Woo, the shade was already, it was ready, okay? Listen, Karen don't waste no time. She wastes no time. But anyway, Raven came up with the, you know, with another hashtag as opposed to vow renewal. They gonna call it "It's so nice we had to do it twice." And so, you know, she got to get her invite list ready. She got to get the decorations. She got to get all the planning going. And Ray's like, so you gonna go over the top? I don't know what this was, but you gonna go over the top, or are you gonna, you know, like, keep it cute? Because, you know, we too old anyway for a wedding. She's like, too old? Speak for yourself. But, you know, she talks to him about Giselle and her issues with Giselle and how she feels like Giselle is displaced. Like, I'm going to just wrap it up because they went back and forth between Candace and Giselle and Karen and Ray. Both Karen and Giselle are talking about one another. Over there with Candace and Giselle, it's, you know, Karen slander. You know, it's, well, we ain't gonna be friends no more. We can never be friends. She is gonna have to apologize, blah, 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 blah. Over there with Ray and Karen, Karen is just saying that Giselle's the one with displaced anger. She's really upset with that man. She really need to take her frustrations out on that man who hurt her and not me. Because Karen say, I just reported the news. Okay, I didn't make it. I didn't make the news. I just reported it. Karen also gives us a story of, about a time where Ray kind of called off their wedding, their first wedding. She's supposed to be in the house and where he can see her and where he can find her, because I guess she said that, he didn't like it when he didn't know where she was. He needed to know where she was at all times and what she was doing. And she wanted to go on a trip. Then they done flashed a picture up on the screen with the caption, "Young Hot Karen." I screamed and hollered, y'all, because that was hilarious. But anyway, when she got back from said trip she shouldn't have been on, he took the ring back, so that was just a little tidbit about them. And I believe it, because he's a lot older than her, and I'm sure, but especially back when he was younger and she was younger, he was trying to raise her to his hand. So that makes sense. Anyway, they Karen and both Karen and Giselle agree, right now they're not friends. Giselle don't see it for her at all. Karen, on the other hand, it's kind of like, it's a lost cause. I'm not going to try anymore. That's dead. So I guess, the feeling is mutual between the both of them. Karen sits down to, look at her phone, and she happens to get a text from Wendy, and everybody else happens to get it at the same time. I guess it's in a group message. And they all looking at it, looking at her little silhouette invitation. And so they'll all be there. Everybody's excited for the girls' night, the little function. Giselle, by the way, I need to mention this. She said that from here on out, basically, anytime she sees Karen, she's going to spray her with something she know. Like she's going to just start telling her business. It's Mad Day now. And she on that. Girl, you are 55 years old playing these games. Talking about spraying somebody on Mad Day. If you don't let all that hurt go, let it go. The lady one line. Now, Jamal is out there doing dirt. It wasn't no lie. Period. Wendy and her husband, they go to the doctor's office. She has had on, a full mommy makeover. But she's only gonna divulge the fact that she got her breasts done. Now, girl, you got them boobs done, and we also noticed a little posterior, and you ain't had that. So just say I got a mommy makeover. That's a blanket, phrase, and we'll all, know what that means without you listing, all the procedures that you got. Whatever, girl, because you got fillers, you got the BBL, you got the breast lift, and and augmentation. Girl, you got it all, and it's okay. You look great. She looks great. I don't know why she's lying about it, but okay. Robin and Juan, they go out for lunch. Producers, all right, Robin, here we are again. Are you gonna get married? When you get married? And in true Robin fashion, she makes an excuse. She gonna give all the excuses. They got this going on and that going on. The pandemic is the reason why they're not getting married. Okay, girl. They sit down and have their smoothie, and Juan, he be talking to Robin like she's a child. I don't really like that. It's that whole, because they talking about implementing a healthier regimen for the family, and he like, because she mentions that she knows he doesn't really appreciate her feeding their boys Chick-fil-A as much as she does. He's like, it drives him crazy. And then he gonna say, get up, excuse me, the people riding in the motorcycle, loud ass motorcycle. Okay, damn, can you park in your driveway already? Anyway, he says, wake up. You sleep until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then want to get up and and go get them Chick-fil-A. Now, Juan, are you up before her? Can you get up and feed the kids a healthy, well-balanced meal, since that's what you want them to have? Otherwise, she fed them. Are they fed? Okay. Like, that's what matters. Did they get fed? Now, since you're such a stickler for what they're being fed. I mean, and we all are. But unless you're coming up with a solution, unless you're getting up to help out, then I suggest you just shut the fuck up. Juan is so controlling, you know, like they even talk about kids and he want more. I said, I want more kids. I said, I want 4 kids and I want, you know, I want 2 girls. Okay, 2 girls, you're going to adopt them? Because what if we get a boy? You gonna make me keep trying until we get a girl? Like, ain't nobody finna keep carrying kids. Ain't nobody finna keep doing that. He can forget it. Not at that big ass age of 41. We not doing it. Telling her you're 41. Like, why you always gotta talk to her like that? I don't like it. I really don't like it. But Robin allows it. So I mean, listen, her husband, not mine. Her husband talking to her like that. Mine ain't talking to me like that. So I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Candace and Chris doing the family thing. She helping out with homework. You know, Naya done got a word problem that she stumped on. Listen, the word problems used to get me all the time. It's the verbiage. You know how they word it. It's always tricky. But anyway, Mateo comes down to help his sister out because Candace can't really do nothing but, you know, hover. Producers ask, you know, do y'all see yourselves having, you know, a few kids running around? She says, maybe. Candace, girl. Candace really don't want to, she don't want to be one of his baby mamas. That's really what it is. And she ended up saying it, you know, like that would make me his 4th baby mama. He was like, oh, you tried it. Third baby mama. Like that makes it better. It's more than 1, Chris. More than 2 is a lot. It's a lot. You was just getting everybody pregnant. So I can see why she would have reservations about that. Like, I don't want to be, you know, one of the harem. I don't want to do it. She would probably rather be his first and only baby mama. Okay, it's the day of the party. Everybody getting ready for the function. We see Wendy, you know, comes downstairs to check things out, and we see she got some titty cupcakes. Listen, the cupcakes look delectable, okay? Because they looked exactly like, you know, a breast, her breast, because, you know, they were nice and chocolatey. But she said she gonna go and see if the kids want a cupcake. And I was thinking, now that's suggestive. Now why you gonna get the boys some titty cupcakes? Why are we doing that? Don't do that. That's like giving, you know, a little girl a dick cupcake and asking her, do you know what it is? Those are kids. And thankfully they didn't know, you know, and they were like, cupcake, I don't know what this is. Bless God for the innocence, because y'all was about to tarnish the boys. Anyway, Giselle gets to the party first, and she complaining per usual about how far the drive was and how nobody greeted her, or excuse me, how she's upset that Wendy didn't greet her. Because I guess you just so special. I mean, did somebody answer the door? Yes. Okay, well, come on in, grab you a seat, grab you a drink, and have a good time. Worrying about that lady greeting you. Girl, fuck you. I'm so sick of Giselle. Anyway, Robin gets there next, and Giselle, you know, of course she has to show her that there's assigned seating, and, you know, so she shows her the seat chart, and they walking around the table. Okay, Ashley, Robin, Mia, and Robin is like, Mia? Oh, yeah, Mia, you know that bitch? I don't know that bitch. You know that bitch? I don't know that bitch. That's equivalent to, oh, you don't have a home? You shady. And then when people clap back, then you want to backpedal like you ain't mean to do it like that, and it was a joke this and it was a joke that. Nah, girl. Nah. Anyway, Karen and Mia, they riding together, and Mia is excited. You know, Mia is Karen's friend. They met through an associate of theirs, and you know, somebody got to bring her in. And who, you know, it's probably a better fit for it to be Karen. They seem like they would be, you know, cool, you know. Anyway, Mia seems okay. You know, she seems okay. She's excited about the function. She's excited that she got an invite. And then Karen is like, oh yeah, Wendy can't wait to meet you. That's a lie, because we flash back to the real conversation, and Wendy is like, oh, her name is Mia? Oh, Okay, all right, girl. You know, basically like you bringing some stranger to my house, but okay. She reluctant. She reluctant, Mia. She reluctant, but she gonna let you come on. um, so that I don't have to keep going back and forth about that. They in the car ride, Karen is just filling her in on, you know, everybody, what to expect from everybody. You already know you got to give people a whole rundown on Giselle and what to expect with her, because she a lot, you know. Karen says that she and Wendy themselves, you know, have had to, you know, reconcile a little bit. But she's excited to see her. She hasn't seen, you know, all the ladies, but she's excited to see Wendy and see her home. This will be her first time being there, all of that. And she, again, she being coy. And because in the real conversation, it was real shady. Like, it was kind of, there was tension there. But let Karen tell it. Everything went smoothly. Ashley gets to the party. And Wendy finally comes down in her robe and, you know, tells them that Candace won't be making the party. She called and said she won't be able to come. She done got sick. Robin, she called bullshit. She just thinks that, you know, she don't want to be there around Karen, which is probably the truth. But she shouldn't. I mean, girl, you knew that lady was coming. When you got the invitation, you should have said, nah, I won't be able to make it. So chances are she probably did get, you know, a little bit of food poisoning or something held her up. I don't see her backing down, you know, from an altercation. Candace don't seem like the type to run from that, or to avoid it, I should say, because she can hold her own. She can't fight, but she can hold her own. Karen and Mia get there, and Karen don't run up and apologize to Giselle right away, and so Giselle mad about that. She didn't run up and immediately apologize, and so I'm good on her. Whatever, girl. They all questioning me. Where you from? What you do? What your husband do? How many kids you got? Where you live? All of that. I mean, running all the questions. 21 questions they got them for. It's almost like, you know, like, are you worthy to be a part of this group? You know, whatever. You know how they do. And I was surprised these questions weren't coming from Giselle, because Giselle was just sitting back. She wasn't really asking nothing. It was more so Wendy, and Ashley had a few questions. Yeah, I don't think Robin might have asked her something like where she lived or something like that. But Giselle was just, you know, sitting there taking it all in. She says she has 3 kids and she has 4 grandkids. Her husband is 68. You know, he's 38 years older than her. And Wendy is like, oh, how old are you, might I ask? And Ashley blurts out 30, and she's like, oh no, I'm 36. And then now we got to do the math, because sis, your math ain't mathing. 68, 36, 38, carry the 1. Girl, no, that would make you 30. And she's like, okay, well, I mean, I don't know, guys. And, you know, they do the math for her, and they're like, well, ma'am, he's 32 years older than you. 32. If you're 36 and he's 68, then you're 32 years apart. And she's like, okay, whatever. Giselle talking about pretty girl. Oh, no, was it Giselle? One of them talking about they feel sorry for her husband because she dense. She a bit dense. Wendy finally takes a whole 20 minutes to reveal her breasts. You know, and everybody's, you know, excited for her new body. They can see that she's confident and all of that, because Wendy does have a newfound confidence about her. Like, she's just different. Now she got this new body. Rightfully so. But, you know, they asked her, was that it? Was that all you got done? She said, I got my breasts in a little, you know, little perked up. Nah, BBL, filler, breast augmentation, lift. That's what you got. Go on and say it. Go on and say it and just own it. I don't know why she won't, but she just will not. They all sit to the table, and they're all, you know, still gawking at her breasts. And Mia's like, I just can't stop looking at them. Is that really all you got done? And she's like, yeah, that's all I got done. What work have you had done? Because you look like you've had a lot of work done. Now, Wendy, why was that necessary? That lady didn't mean no harm. That was not, you can't get mad at everybody continuing to ask when we saw your body last year. It didn't look like this. So, yeah, we asking questions because why you lying? Why you lying? Anyway, Karen asks about Candace, you know, whether she's coming, and Wendy tells her she won't be coming. Again, Robin, I just think that she don't want to be around you. I mean, don't listen to me. That might not be the case. Shut up, Robin. Shut up. They talk about Candace, you know, and Karen, you know, and Karen says she wants to have a conversation with her. Ashley is just like, I would, but I don't know, you know, like she and I won't really mesh well. But that's my hope, that we can at least get along, you know, at least some of the time. Wendy feels the same, Wendy feels the same. She just feels like everybody at least can be cordial and coexist without fighting, you know. That's the least that they can do. And then Giselle is like, that's gonna be hard. And she's like, well, why you say that? Well, y'all know I don't like Karen. And Karen's like, bitch, feelings mutual. And now they're going back and forth. I mean, hitting below the belt, both of them. I mean, listen, Karen say, when you go low, I'm going lower. Giselle talking about her dried up box. You know, she's like, she obsessed with my coochie. And because Karen say her coochie is hot. She said she got a fiery box, okay? And that's why they went to Sing Sing. Y'all done been to the clinic together. Listen, she say, okay, you got one, I got one too. Come on with it. We've been friends a mighty long time. We both got loads and loads and loads of tea to spill. So let's go, if that's what you're trying to do. Karen said that girl was a broken whore from Hampton University, and everybody knows it. She can't keep a man because her box is fiery. Listen, that was the best scene of the whole night. That was the best scene of the entire episode, and it was the very end. You know, we're gonna get a continuance because it was to be continued. But yeah, they went at it. They went at it at that lady's dinner table, and it went left real fast. They go back and forth, and that's how it ends. You know, it's to be continued. Karen talking about your man with his wayward dick and all of that, and she's like, at least it works. Girl, it works, but it's in everybody but you. So was that really a read? Because nah, you really read yourself. Because Karen is just like, I mean, he been with everybody. He philandering everybody. He can't keep his peen out of everybody else. And she's like, no, she got that wop. And in her confessional, Giselle says, she would rather have a wop than a dry puss any day. Cause you got a wop. Girl, get out of here. I ain't buying it, but okay. That's where we end out. Let me get off of here, cause this is my umpteenth time sitting down. Y'all already know the deal. I have to record it over and over and over again sometimes because the storage be full, all kind of stuff be happening. But we finally got it done, and in 21 minutes. I mean, I better get it done in 21 minutes. I done did it 4 times. I ain't even need notes. I really ain't even need notes this time. Let me get off. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.